What's up, makeup minions? I'm Kim Witte from WitteArtistry, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, please hit the subscribe button below to become part of the WitteArtistry family. I am doing the cool monkey Alebrije from the movie Coco. It doesn't have a name, but it's pretty colorful and pretty cool, so let's get started. If you like me and you like my videos, it would mean the world to me if you became a sponsor on my Patreon page. This is a continuation of my Coco makeup series, so I have already done Pepita, I have done some of the human characters, the skeleton characters, but I decided it'd be so much fun to do another Alebrije because they're so colorful. I am using orange body paint and mapping out these vertical lines that the monkey has on its chest, and then adding some yellow onto the top to create a little bit of a highlight. I like to use a fixative to make sure the body paint doesn't crack. And then the monkey has sort of like peacock eye spots down its arms that are made in yellow. So just make sure they're nice and round and of varying sizes. I am following a reference image this entire time to make sure I have a similar look and feel to the actual Coco character. Then back with orange, I'm creating some irregular spots or circles within these arm spots, and I will be making them look like fur, because this entire monkey is covered in fur, so I mix together some yellow and some white, and I add little strokes that move in the direction of the fur growth. I also mix a little bit of white with orange to create the fur for the orange portions of the spots. Pretty simple, pretty repetitive. Just do a couple layers, gradually make the hair lighter to create more highlights. Moving on to the green. This entire monkey is green and it is awesome. It has like these pink spikes going down its back, and it does breathe blue fire in the movie. It's also sort of like the spirit guide for Frida Kahlo, the famous painter. I accidentally launched the green out of my puck because it's dry and it didn't stick to the container, but moving on, I use a dark green body paint to create really thin lines for the fur. Whenever painting fur, it's really important to use a fine detail brush just to make it actually look like each individual hair follicle. I like to lay down a base color that's sort of like a mid-tone, which was the green I put down in the beginning, followed by the dark tone, and then followed by a highlight. So I just add a little bit more white to my green body paint, and I go over the areas that I already laid fur. And it basically just creates this really cool layering effect that looks totally realistic when everything's all said and done. But just be patient. Make sure everything's going in the same direction of the fur growth that you would see on an animal. Totally look at reference photos, but I'm going to block out my eyebrows now using Elmer's washable glue stick. Washable being the key term here. Brush your eyebrow hairs upward and outward, lay it with glue, let it dry, and then I'm using a eyebrow pencil just to draw out the shape of the monkey's face, because the monkey has sort of like blocked out colors from green to yellow and these like beautiful sunspots on the side of its face. So I'm creating similar spots to on my arms, but they have like radiating beams around it in yellow, and there's some on the cheeks and also on the cheekbones themselves. Some dance moves, because why not? I'm going to be repeating the process that I did on my entire body, but now on my face. So fill it in with that medium green, then be really careful when you're going around all the little details that you created with the suns and the sunspots. But I'm using the dark green now to make the tiny little baby detailed hairs on the face. Like I said before, make sure it's just following the contours of your skull. To really complete the look, I decided to paint over my hair. This stuff does wash out, it's totally fine. Just make sure you're using body paint, not acrylic paint or something. You don't want to be using acrylic paint on your skin ever anyway. But I'm making my ears red because this monkey has super vibrant body parts. It's so cool. And then adding in highlights and lowlights on my hair. This monkey also has the most bright blue nose that just really stands out. So I'm using a light blue, filling in my nose, and I'm going to be accentuating and extending my nostrils with a dark blue. Then just fill in the area of their face with yellow. And I'm going to be repeating a similar process I did with the green fur, except this time with yellows, browns, and oranges to create the differentiation in all of the hair follicles. First up on that color order is white. I'm going in with white and yellow to create the highlights of the fur. Make sure you're following the shape of your face. Then with orange mixed in with yellow to create some lowlights and some color variation. And I just repeat this until I get the desired effect that I'm going for. I kind of wanted to create a more realistic version than the Coco cartoon character. Then go over your eyelids with yellow as well. Use some brown eyeshadow just to give your eye sockets a little bit more depth. Add some beautiful mascara and purple eyeliner, or you could also wear purple contacts because the monkey does have purple eyes, but I do not own them. Add a little bit of texture to your nose and add in some monkey fangs and you are done. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and drop me a comment below. I really hope that you've been enjoying these Coco makeups because I have been having an absolute blast. I'm totally loving doing these spirit animals because they're so colorful. I love you all and I will see you guys next Saturday.